Today, we're talking about protecting your energy. Um, this is something that was requested that I redo. I've done this before, but we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about it, uh, about protecting our energy and creating that energetic boundaries. So before we begin, stop and rate yourself energy wise. On a scale to 1 to 10, how how well do you feel? Would you say on a scale of 0 being you feel no stress, you are relaxed, you are happy, you're enjoying the present moment, to 10, how stressed out are you? How is your energy? It's out of control at 10. So just rate yourself. We're going to talk a little bit more about this. I'm going to start off by giving you an example from someone who is successful. And um, though I don't agree with everything, I love this that he says. And that's Warren Buffett. And Warren Buffett does not fill his calendar. FYI. When he was asked about the secret of his success, he showed empty spaces on his calendar. He said every meeting, every request, every obligation takes something back that you cannot get back. Um, they take your attention, your clarity, your decision making ability, your emotional bandwidth, basically your energy. So think about the last time you said yes when you already felt like you couldn't handle too much more on your plate. And maybe it's saying yes to a new project at work, or maybe it's answering emails or text messages late at night. Maybe it's letting someone unload their stress onto you when you're already carrying a heavy load on your own. Even though you're stretched thin and you said yes, you did that and you showed up, but not as your best self, because your energy had already been spent. So I like to think of energy like a bank account. Um, I'm not going to go overdraft my bank account or go spend money unintentionally and willy-nilly. I'm going to be more mindful of where my money goes. And you have an energy bank account too. But some of us just tend to overdraft it or to spend it without thinking about where we're spending it and what we want to gain from this energy bank account. So, first off, put yourself on an energy budget. Start recognizing that your energy is something that's important to you. Those that can budget will not overdraft. Those that can't, well, you'll overdraft it. Um, Protecting yourself is not selfish. And it's not protecting yourself. When we talk about energetic protection, I get some comments where people feel like they're protecting themselves and from evil energy or bad energy. But no, protecting yourself it's stewardship, it's responsibility. It's like protecting your sleep so you can function, or protecting your focus so you can do, the work that you want to get done. Or more importantly, protecting that emotional space so you can actually feel and have compassion for the people who love you. When we're depleted, that's pretty empty. So, if you give away your energy without intention, you're going to end up exhausted, irritated, and scattered. If you guard it, you become productive. You become more compassionate. You get more joy out of life. You become more present, more clear and effective, and intuitive. Your intuitive senses are easy to hear when your energy is protected and in a good state. So I like to say that I don't give from my cup, I give from the overflow. And another illustration when I talk about energy that I like to use is the oxygen mask on planes. They pop down and they tell you, do not, put it on those around you first. Put it on yourself first because you're no good to anyone else if you're passed out. You're no good to help people if you're depleted. So you keeping that, keeping yourself energetically healthy is very important, even to helping those around you. It's not selfish, it's responsible. It's the responsible thing to do. Now, there are several different ways that you can protect yourself, and we're going to talk about some of the basics to begin with. Number one, just self care. Self care like sleep, eating right, hydrating, and some physical activity. Exercise is very important. It doesn't have to be that you're doing Zumba or you're going for a 2 mile run. Exercise can be as simple as going for a walk or going for a swim or doing something, some physical activity with your body. And bonus points if you can do it outdoors. Right now, we can do it outdoors, but um, that's not always the case. But bonus point if you can do it outdoors. There are some other magical practices that I like to call that help you too. Number one, start your day as you. Don't open those beautiful eyes and immediately pick up that phone and start scrolling, start thinking, start working on work, answering emails. No, slow down, set the tone, start the day as you. You are not your work. There is more to you than your tasks than the tasks that are ahead of you. Start your day as you. Don't begin it by starting with stress and looking at all the things that you need to do or that you haven't done. I call that bullying myself. I'll bully myself into productivity because I haven't done this. I meant to do this and I want to do this and this is on my plate. Slow down. It's okay. Start the day as you. Open those eyes, take some breaths in, and just start by saying it's going to be a great day. Maybe even spend a little time first thing in the morning meditating. If you like to meditate, this is your sign, this is your call, you need to do it. If you don't like to meditate, simple mindfulness can give you some extraordinary benefits. Just maybe simply do a quick head to toe scan about how you're feeling. Notice your breathing. Notice the texture of the sheets. If your mind strays back to things you need to do, just acknowledge it, set it to the side, and start your day as you. This only has to be, 10, 15 minutes in your day. If you need to set your alarm to wake up earlier, do that. But start your day as you. Don't start it as the worker in chaos or the manager of everybody's lives. Start it as you, and you have a lot more to offer. And then as you go throughout your day, integrate some practices into your day that will help you remember who you are, stand in your power, and make you feel a little bit magical. One of the things that I like to do is I like to get a big glass of water to hydrate because I am almost like a camel. I'm the world's worst about drinking water. So first thing, fill up my cup with water. Before I drink it, I state some intentions or I whisper my intentions into the water. And then I drink that whole thing down. It's a good way to start my day off hydrated. It keeps me focused and centered on what I'm really wanting to achieve in my day. And it's so magical. Another practice that you can do, maybe you're in the middle of some stress and you need to bring it or reel it back in. Just take a moment, place your hand on your heart. If you can feel your heart beating. And then take a few breaths and just imagine a glow starting to form around you, like candlelight or just a soft glow. And recognize this as your presence, as your innate energy, as your power. Take more breaths, let it build up. And then as the world comes at you, remember that what's mine is mine, and what belongs to someone else just passes through the glow. It doesn't stick, it doesn't come into my space, it just passes through. Maybe even put your feet on the ground and notice how they feel on the ground, whether you're in shoes or not, whether you're at the office, working at somewhere else, standing on your feet, wherever you're at, just notice your feet on the ground and let the stress go down through your body, down through your legs, through your feet, and into the ground. That is just a way to brighten your energetic presence. Remember, what's mine is mine, and what's not passes on through. Don't hang on to it. Don't let it stick. Another great energetic refresh is doing the facial pressure points. And I've mentioned this before, and I do get a lot of women don't like to do this at work because they don't want to mess up their makeup. But I'm telling you, it will give you bang for your buck. Just simply put some pressure above your eyebrows. And as you knead or press, bring it down to your temples on the side of your face. Bring it down to in front of your ears, just rubbing lightly, whatever pressure feels good in front of your ears. Then put a finger behind, drag it behind that ear. And now you're kind of getting behind and in front of your ears. Then just push it on down the neck and off the shoulders. Take a breath in. That works wonders every time. We're just moving some of the stress down, back behind the ears and down the neck, pushing off the shoulders. All right. Another little trick is a little quick reset when you're feeling overwhelmed or maybe overstimulated. Maybe you're in a crowd. Maybe you're in a crowded space or in a stressful meeting. Drop the tongue off the roof of your mouth. Unclench your jaw and drop your shoulders. Drop the tongue off the roof of your mouth, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, relax your belly. Those things signal to the body that I'm safe. So intentionally pay attention to them. Then take some breaths in through your nose and slow exhale out through the mouth. That is amazing for resetting and recharging your energy. Some other things that are fun that I like to do is I like to carry, I personally like to carry hematite. I love hematite. Sometimes I'll wear a bracelet with hematite, but hematite is a very grounding stone. It's great for removal of excess energy. So, hematite is one of my favorites. I kind of keep extra and give them out as gifts. Um, Tourmaline, it's great for boundaries. And then labradorite is fantastic. It's a good stone because um, It's very it's very good with, using your intuition, but yet protecting your energy without feeling drained. And then amethyst is it's just calming. It's just unbelievably calming. Um, get a get a stone of amethyst like I have here on the end of my necklace, and if you just put your hands on it, it's a very calming stone. Other magical ways to help the reset is to bring your senses to the party. So maybe you light a candle, maybe you smell that cup of coffee, um, maybe you burn some incense, maybe you touch your favorite texture, the texture of the shirt that you're wearing. Maybe you enjoy that, or maybe you like the texture of a lap blanket, or even feeling the earth, curling your toes in the grass, just feeling the texture of the grass with your toes. Bring some senses into the party, and that will enhance your energetics and build up that energetic bank account. When you're around people, we tend to take on the energy. And there's a reason that we do that. We have mirror neurons, and we'll even take on postures that other people are exhibiting. So if someone's hunched over, a lot of times we'll find ourselves kind of mimicking that. Um, if someone is feeling, um, you know, depressed or sad, we may take on some of that energy as well. But remember, we can absorb the energy without actually taking it on. What's mine belongs to me, what doesn't passes on through. So that frustration that the coworker might be exhibiting is not yours to carry. That is not your energy. It doesn't belong to you. That belongs to someone else. So the family member that's not doing what you've asked them to do 1,000 times, that is not your energy to carry. That is their choices and their energy. So that passes on through. And then you make choices based off of what you need to do, not based off of the energy that you're picking up on. So energy protection is not about building a wall. But it is about protecting and fortifying what already exists. It's about watching that energy bank account and being on an energy budget. Your Not everything deserves your attention. Listen to that again. Not everything is meant for you to fix and deserves your attention. And not everyone gets access to your peace. Sometimes people see your piece, and so they want to come in and they want a little bit of that. And so they come to you so that they can get some of their piece at the cost of your piece. While now, listen, I am compassionate and I do enjoy helping folks get energetically more aligned to what they, to be more, in their power. But not everyone gets access to your piece. Your energy is not public property, it's your magic. So this week, add one energy technique to your day, whether it's breath work, the pressure points, some body movement, maybe some sensory components. Just add one of these things to your day. Re-rate yourself on how you're feeling on a scale of 0 to 10. Is your stress level less? Try a couple of these techniques this week and go be magical this week.